Hello my friends, you're back with a toad, and I've got a new knife to show you, something a little bit different to the run-of-the-mill folding knives, such as these ones we have before us. Obviously we've got shaded Gerber, the Old Hickory, I forgot what the name was, sorry, the Ganzo, and this is a twisted assisted, and there's a Bodyguard. They're all folding knives of different types. You're all familiar with them. You know, I collect knives as my main hobby. It's the main thing I do these days, and I just like collecting knives basically. I'm not one of these people that goes out in the wilderness and tests them properly. So mostly they just get put into one of the display boxes or whatever that I've got, and I just sit and look at them basically. But I just like knives. So anyway, that's beside the point. I saw this particular knife about a year ago when on Celtic Web Merchants. I don't know if to pronounce it Celtic or Celtic. Celtic Web Merchants. They're over in Norway, I believe. Brilliant shop. Absolutely highly recommend that place if you want to buy anything to do with like the weapon side or the dress side or whatever you have, medieval. I know Roman, Viking, that type of thing. That's the place to go. They really have an amazing range, and I do buy a lot from them. I go in phases. Or sometimes I'll just buy only traditional type knives, and I'll go off of them for a bit, and I'll get onto the older style, like what I get from Celtic Web Merchants and or Raven Forges, and I want to buy obviously buy a lot from them. This little sacks up here came from Raven Forge. But yeah, you know the score. That's how it all goes. But anyway, about a year ago, I spotted this on Celtic Web Merchants, and I've never seen one like this before. Just never. I've got a lot of blacksmith forge type knives. You know, you're familiar with them. They're about as basic a blade as you can get, and I've got a good selection of them. I do like them. I like the fact that you can still see the person that's made its fingerprint on them, if you like. You know, the hammer blows, and on the other hand, we all like more modern made things, like this Gerber. This is one of thousands made like it. They're all identical. It's there's no real personality to this sort of thing, but it does what it's supposed to do, and it does what it says on the tin, as the expression goes. So anyway, I saw this one, and it was out of stock. So I've searched and searched every possible place I can think of online to find another one like it. I've just not been able to find one. So okay, I thought just wait. I put a reminder up saying when it comes back in stock to notify me, and then the last week I think it was, boom, there it was. It come through. It's back in stock, so I immediately ordered one. Now I'm not well at the moment. It's one of them annoying things. My health is up and down. But I'm getting bad bouts of depression again, unfortunately. So I'm on and off the internet. I mean, when I'm not feeling well, I just lock myself away and don't contact anybody or whatever. Unfortunately, it's the way it works with me. At the moment, I'm not feeling too bad at the moment. It's still around, kicking around. But right, today I'm going to do this video, and I've got another one I want to do afterwards, which I'll be while I'm okay, I'm going to do it, and I'll just do that. But as I say, my moods are all over the place at the moment, and unfortunately, along with the low moods, I tend to get low health as well, and sleeping's another one of those mysteries that eludes me. I'm going 2 or 3 days again without sleeping, which is bizarre, because and then when I do go to sleep, I'll sleep for over 20 hours in one go, and it's of these bizarre, absolutely amazingly bizarre, vivid dreams. Which of course, if you know anything about how sleep works, if you're dreaming, you're not resting. You know what I mean? It's if all I do is dream, then I'm not getting any proper rest. But anyway, I'm not. I say because point is, this came back in stock, and I thought I'll have that. I couldn't find one anywhere else. This is nothing special to some people. To me, this is an absolute. It's amazing. I can't believe I've got hold of this. I'll show you in a minute. I'm building up to it. And yeah, and it amazed me. And I couldn't find another place anywhere that was selling them. It was, hang on, I can't believe nobody else is doing these. But Celtic Web Merchants have got them. If you do like the look of this, get on them as quick as you can. They're only £13. Obviously, you've got to pay delivery, but to actually buy it itself, £13 is nothing. You know, I mean, it really isn't. You know, I wouldn't say you could buy a cup of coffee for that, but you know, 3 cups of coffee, that's all it is. You know what I mean? If you, right, so anyway, let's have a look. I'll show you what we've got here. Oh, just want to think of it. See, this, for instance, is what I picked up from Celtic Web Merchants. Obviously, it's just a fiction folder. This is the kind of thing. I've got a lot of these. It's, you know, it's based on a traditional style. I don't believe there's been any evidence that Vikings and whatever had these or used these, but this is going in that style. It's bone and it's very simple, about as simple as you can get. It's really nice. I do like it. It's very, very touchable. Again, this came from Celtic Web Merchants, and as I say, they're basically handmade. And wherever they're buying them from is knocking these up in their own workshops. Maybe it's somewhere in India, who knows? Could be in China, could be Middlesex, for all I know. But the point is, somebody's knocking them up, and they're great. Have a lot of personality. This is carbon steel. What carbon steel, I don't know. Yeah, it is sharp. I did alter the end of this just a little bit because I didn't like the shape, so I gave it more of an aggressive clip shape. It's actually had a little clip ones, which are more traditional, they're just like a little hook almost. And of the age, the ones I've seen similar blades, I should say, that tends to be how they are. But anyway, I was mucking around with this, and I have played around with it a little bit and make it a bit more user friendly. So this is my point. Buy stuff like this from there. So I'll just put that one there, and this is the same ilk, if you like. So of course we've got the sheath bag. It's got a little bit of a kind of a design on there, if you like. Someone's been messing around with it. Looks good. I like it. So here we are. This is it, and this is it. It's iron, and this is it. We all know the this type of forged blacksmith knives. I've got quite a few of them myself. You know, with this kind of design. I don't know what the design's called actually, but someone's had the sense to put a hole in it, rivet it, and it's become a folder. Looks a little bit stiff. There you go. Look. It has an edge bevel, but it's not sharp by any means. I've ordered another one, so one will be put away, and I'm going to be using one. Look at that, isn't that brilliant? I do like this. Anybody that's into pocket knives, folding knives, if you like me, you're going to want this. Just so you can say you've got one. You know, we're not talking about high tech, you know, designed on a computer and cut out with CNC and all these sort of things. Nothing like this. This is knocked out in your foundry. Anybody who can do a bit of metal work in their backyards can make one of these. Yeah, old Timbo, I can imagine you could do a good your own version of this, my friend Tim. I'm sure you could. I've seen other stuff that you've done, and you could definitely do one of these. But this is it. It's a bit stiff, as I say. But it's that, isn't that absolutely wonderful? I mean, look at it. It's the naivety of it. It's just there. You know, I'm not going out and use this. Obviously, it's not got good enough edge to do anything with it. I mean, for now, it's just something I'm just mucking around with it, really. But there we go. That's it. So what we got here is a folding iron forge knife. And that's all I've got to say to you about this. I'll just give a quick check how long it is. I'm pretty sure it's too big. It's a UK carry. Let's have a quick squeeze out these. Oops. Magnets, reflection's terrible. So it's over 3 inches. If you're one of those people that goes by the edge, is the length. I know some people still are, but it's still too big. There you go. So potentially knocking, or you could do this yourself, having one of these, it's got so much took off the end, and you could use it, you could carry it around. Bit of a novelty. But that's it, that's what it is. And away we go. I'll try and get some more videos out, as I say, once I'm feeling a little bit better, but they're going to be hit and miss for the next week or so, or month, or whatever, until my health is a bit better. But now the cold weather's come, or coming back, and that damn sunny weather's gone away, I should be better. I fare better in the winter than I do in the summer. Some people have it where they need the sunlight to get all these things going in the brains and stuff, or it don't work like that with me. I'm better in the winter and the cold than I am in the sun. Yeah, sunlight seems to make me more depressed. The brighter it is, I like dark nights, dark days, stormy nights and stormy days. That's what you give me, that and that, I'll be a happy boy. Look at this. Right, so folds. You know, you could change this a little bit for safety's sake. I mean, if it was too sharp, you would have an issue with this. There's no doubt, but it's a simple, basic one. So the only thing I can say it compares as far as being a basic folder is, I say this little pseudo Viking thingy right just down here. But there we go. Gone just over longer than I wanted to, so I'll just leave him down here for you to have a little squiz at. So just say, right, little nice, really nice. And that's your lot. That's all for me. I'm going to say I'm going to knock another quick video up after this one, discuss something that's with the Gerbers, and you can see my carving's taking shape finally. It's moving on. It's got arms and legs and a body now. I'll put hands and feet on soon and do some finer. I mean, this is only a basic. A lot more work's got to be done on this. I'm thinking of putting a suit of armour on this guy. I'll get an old Coke can, that type of thing. Put some something like that up. I've got some very thin copper. I might even use that, but I'm going to try and knock up some armour for him and see how I go. I don't even know what I'm doing with it yet. I say it's evolving. I've been working on this for a while yet, but anyway, sorry, I'm dribbling on. I'll say goodbye to you all, my friends, and just one more thing, just remind you, there we are, an iron forge for blacksmiths, folding knife, whatever you want to call it, forge knife. I mean, I don't know what you what you would call it, I don't know. If any of you out there have got some blacksmithing skills, have a go yourself and knock one up. It'd be great if we all had our own personal knife that we all personally make. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. I've often thought about knocking myself up my own toad knife, but I don't have any way of heating metal up, so I ain't going to be doing that at the moment. Eventually I probably will. But for now, it's a goodbye from your friend the Toad, and I hope you're doing well. And I shall see you all down the road in a bit, when I'm feeling a bit better, and yeah, hopefully I'll pop back up on your screens again with a bit better mood and something more interesting to show you. So for now, it's Toodle Pip, and thank you if you've managed to survive to the end of this video, and yeah, see you again, my friends. It's goodbye from the Toad.